Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here it comes for the first time as the start of this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. taxes and sacks for that guy. Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Morris. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more, and they get to take some anger out.
Oh, he's got some space. Got room to work. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. Linebackers that can play downhill, not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback, and you saw all of that from him right there.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Offense changing the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to adjust the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have enough. Stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. And and the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, there he goes. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team, and when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really... They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, Let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll run. Bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown. Finding Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back in the 10.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. to the ground with the back. Got a little space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's go! Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Got enough space! Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I got to be honest.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Floating away. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Black 24. Cobra.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They kick it away on fourth down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah,
This crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. It turns out that celebration all for naught. Touchdown called back on the penalty, and they'll have to try it again.